perched high on a hill in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. The Crescent Hotel stands as a beacon of beauty and elegance. With its grand Victorian architecture and sweeping views of the Ozark Mountains, it looks like the perfect destination for a peaceful escape. But beneath its charming exterior lies a dark and haunting history. Dubbed America's most haunted hotel, the Crescent is no ordinary retreat. For decades, stories of ghostly encounters, eerie whispers, and spine-chilling apparitions have surrounded the Crescent Hotel. Its long history, filled with tragedy, deception, and death, has left a mark that visitors say can still be felt today. The spirits of those who lived and died within its walls are said to remain, roaming the halls and leaving guests with unforgettable and sometimes terrifying experiences. Are you ready to uncover the dark secrets of the Crescent Hotel? The Crescent Hotel was built in 1886 as a luxury resort for wealthy travelers. At the time, Eureka Springs was famous for its so-called healing waters, which were believed to cure all manner of ailments. The hotel offered guests a chance to relax in the lap of luxury while enjoying the restorative springs. But even before the hotel opened its doors, tragedy struck. During construction, a stonemason named Michael fell to his death from the roof. He landed on what is now the second floor, in what would become Room 218, one of the most haunted spots in the entire hotel. Over the years, the Crescent struggled to maintain its grandeur. By the early 20th century, it had become a women's college, but even that wasn't enough to save it. Eventually, it closed and sat abandoned until the 1930s, when a man named Norman Baker purchased the property. Baker claimed to be a doctor, but in reality, he had no medical training. He turned the Crescent Hotel into a hospital, promising miraculous cures for cancer. Desperate patients from all over the country flocked to the Crescent, hoping for a second chance at life. Tragically, many of those patients never left. Baker's treatments were nothing more than elaborate scams, and countless people died under his care. The basement of the hotel served as a morgue, where bodies were stored before being secretly disposed of. When Baker's fraud was finally exposed, he was arrested, but the damage had already been done. The spirits of those who suffered and died in his hospital are said to haunt the Crescent to this day. Today, the Crescent Hotel is a popular destination for ghost hunters and thrill seekers, and it's easy to see why. Guests and staff regularly report strange and unexplainable phenomena, from phantom footsteps to objects moving on their own. The spirits of the Crescent make their presence known in ways that leave no doubt that they are still here. Room 218 is one of the most haunted places in the hotel. Guests who stay there often report loud bangs, flickering lights, and doors slamming shut on their own. Michael, the stonemason who died during construction, is said to haunt the room, known as a playful but mischievous spirit. He's been blamed for tugging on blankets, knocking on walls, and even locking guests in the bathroom. One particularly chilling story comes from a guest who woke up in the middle of the night to see a shadowy figure standing at the foot of their bed. Before they could react, the figure disappeared, leaving the air icy cold. The basement of the Crescent Hotel is perhaps its most terrifying area. During Norman Baker's time, it served as a morgue, and it's said that the spirits of his victims are still trapped there. Visitors report feeling an overwhelming sense of dread as they walk through the basement. Cold spots appear suddenly, and some have heard faint moans or whispers. A few brave souls claim to have seen shadowy figures lurking in the corners, watching silently. One guest described feeling a hand grab their shoulder only to turn and find no one there. Another reported hearing the sound of a gurney being wheeled down the hallway, though the basement was completely empty. Near room 419, guests often encounter Theodora, one of the Crescent's friendlier spirits. Theodora is believed to have been a patient during Baker's hospital days. She's often seen neatly arranging belongings or introducing herself as a patient before vanishing. While her presence is less menacing than others, there's something deeply unsettling about meeting a ghost face to face. One of the most elegant yet eerie spirits of the Crescent is the lady in the Victorian dress. She's often seen descending the grand staircase or standing near the windows in the lobby. Guests describe her as graceful and beautiful, but there's an air of sadness about her. Some believe she's searching for a lost loved one, forever trapped in the hotel. The sound of children laughing and running through the halls is another common phenomenon at the Crescent Hotel. Guests hear the laughter late at night, but when they check the halls, they find them empty. One particularly eerie account involves a guest who heard the laughter coming from the bathroom in their room. When they opened the door, they found the room empty, but the mirror was fogged, as if someone had been breathing on it. Guests at the Crescent often report strange noises. Footsteps echoing in empty hallways, faint singing that seems to come from nowhere, and doors creaking open on their own. Some have even felt invisible hands brush against them or pull at their clothes. One guest described hearing whispers in their ear, only to turn around and find no one there. Despite, or perhaps because of, its haunted reputation, the Crescent Hotel has become a popular destination for those seeking a brush with the paranormal. Ghost tours are offered nightly, giving visitors a chance to explore the hotel's dark history and encounter its restless spirits. Tour guides share spine-tingling stories of the hotel's past, and guests are encouraged to bring cameras and recording devices to capture any ghostly activity. Many leave with eerie photos, strange recordings, or unexplained feelings of unease. Imagine spending the night at the Crescent Hotel. As the sun sets, the halls grow quieter and the shadows deepen. You lie in bed, trying to fall asleep, when you hear a faint knock on the wall. You tell yourself it's just the old building settling. But then the lights flicker, the temperature drops, and a chill runs down your spine. Suddenly, you hear footsteps in the hallway, slow and deliberate, moving closer to your door. You hold your breath as the footsteps stop right outside. When you gather the courage to look, the hallway is empty. Could you sleep after that? Would you dare stay another night, knowing the spirits of the Crescent Hotel might be watching you? The Crescent Hotel is more than just a historic building. It's a place where the past refuses to rest. Its halls are filled with echoes of those who came before, and its walls seem to hold onto the pain, joy, and terror of its history. So, would you dare to visit America's most haunted hotel? Just remember, once you step inside, you might not be alone. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more chilling stories.